Hello, Vod. How's it going, everybody? Hello, Cyrus. Hello, Annie. And immediate cheers as per normal. Ah, hello, Dweeny. How's it going, my friend? So, today, let's see, what do we got on our... We got a couple of things on our docket. I'm actually starting to check off a lot of stuff. I'm feeling pretty excited. I guess I'll give three quick updates. Currently, we're at 4 astral arrays, which is giving us 73 liters per second average of Universium. This is like, I don't know, like 8 parallels worth or something. Here, one second, let me turn down the music. So I've been slowly crafting those out, and I've actually been working on my infrastructure to craft them out faster, and I want to show you some of this. Hollow says, Turbo Chalk Day, I just got home mega tired, find out my presses are stuck. Damn. I'm downloading Factorio as we speak. Oh Lord. Okay, another thing that I did, I'll show it off here. I made a set of dedicated assembly lines for Pico and Quantum circuits. These are the last 2 tiers of circuits. So that's what this looks like. I'll show you this as well. It's my Quantum circuits, and I am basically running each of them at... So all the Quantums are at 5,544 amps per tick of UMV, or I guess it's just amps of UMV, and I'm running those on dedicated, and then the Pico circuits are 6,048 amps of UMV, and basically I like put it all together. I was previously doing like just very terrible numbers, but now I can make 13 Pico circuits per second and 6 Quantum circuits per second. So I'm very happy about that. Previously, we had all of our Pico and Quantums in these 18 like universal assembly lines that were running at much lower amperage at UMV. So needless to say, we've like increased our Pico and Quantum circuit like crafting speed by about 40 to maybe 50 times. It's pretty intense. I'm very happy with this. And then the final thing that I did as a preparation for today is I reorganized my DTPF subnet. So here's the new LSC that specifically powers DTPFs. I redid where all of the wiring is, so that's all up here and accessible and easy to find. I redid the input buses so that way we have better priority rotation. So I have 6 cribs, even though we have so much extra space. Basically what this allows me to do is put like recipes that are quick in the top left and recipes that are slow in the bottom right. And so I have one slow recipe per each crib. And what this allows me to do is if I rotate it correctly, everything should be working on a different craft, which was not happening before. Hello, Dataki, how's it going? And also, the Factorio is based. And he says this AAL layout is super nice. Hello, old man Potato Aim. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, the AAL layout is just a consequence of the fact that I still need to use lasers for like everything. Another thing that I did, and there's no reason not to do this at a certain point, is I just made 8 transcendent plasma mixers and I set them up over here. And there's only 8 TPM recipes in the game, but the thing about this is that it takes energy from your wireless network and you can just set a parallel amount. So it's basically telling you, like, give this as much energy as you dare. And if you eat your entire wireless network, that's on you. So I have each of these tuned into a specific recipe that allows me to like really... First, I don't need to worry about throughput issues or anything. I could just do the parallels here. And second, it makes things a little bit cleaner for me, which is nice. I can have more precise control over the parallels that I'm using per machine. Yeah, so that's what that looks like now. I cleaned up a lot of the wiring, but today I have 2 big projects. Both are plasma related. I crafted out 12 more DTPFs and 24 more compact Fusion 5s. So I'm just gonna cancel these and we're gonna get immediately started and just get this cracking. So the first thing I want to do is copy this entire structure. and just let it rip is what I think we're gonna do. We can probably safely copy up to like here, I want to say. Let's do one more. Copy B x minus 1. How is everyone doing today? Okay, the real question is, do I flip this over the axis? And I think the answer is going to be no. I think what I should do is just... Okay, first I need to check something. Did I copy in the block? Yes, okay. So... Oh, actually, another thing I should do is actually copy below the block. So why... Yeah, there we go. Go there. So I can get all the wiring below as well. Oh my lag. I don't know if you guys are seeing the amount of FPS that I'm getting while doing this, but obviously I'm copying and pasting a lot of stuff. So it looks like I shaved off a little bit of my just what is it called? I can't even, the stuff that's for looks. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's fix that. Copy A. You want a Z minus 1? No, X plus 1. And then let's move this again. If this all just works first try, I'm going to be amazed. Hello, Yanje. How's it going, my friend? All right. This is a big fuck it we ball moment. I don't even know what it's doing right now. It's making a skeleton of something. Oh, we're getting all the aesthetic stuff. We are expanding auto-crafting a lot. Let's go. What age are you guys in currently? I only started like really expanding auto-crafting in UMV. Oh my lord. HV auto-crafting expansion. Let's go. Oh, well, you know, we did do a lot of like single block stuff in HV. All right, we're starting to, oh my gosh, look at that skeleton. Look at all this. This is like, that's actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think I really like how this looks. I'm also just blown away by Matter Manipulator. I think as a solo player, this experience would be so much worse if I didn't have Matter Manipulator. Like, this is just, it is crazy. Like, all caps, Dweeny. Like, that is totally warranted, for real. Okay, that's everything. So all we need to do is I'm going to replace these with cribs, and I'm going to do a little bit of I need to wire it all up with energy, but most of the groundwork has been laid. So let's get proxies. Crazy you can copy it all? Exactly. No, I'm like amazed. I mean, Recursive Pineapple just deserves the world, man. Data stick, because like no one enjoys, I mean, very few people enjoy having to do that by hand, right? And like having the tools to just copy it all out, oh my gosh, so powerful. Okay, so I just paste these like normal style. And then that's like the last I should have to futz with that. And then, yeah, we just need to wire up these laser vacuum pipes, and then we're golden, which I already started most of it. What is this doing here? Also got an update on Subnautica 2 today. Is that the icy one? I never played it. I am actually kind of interested in it, though, low-key. Gonna turn this to air. Oh, shit. That's just kind of amazing. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that was something that I don't think was actually on Autocraft, but we'll be okay. Cables. Set cable this. Pop this. Grab some laser mirrors. Just fill my inventory with these bad boys. Laser mirrors are actually huge. I can't even imagine being in a pre-laser mirror age. That would probably kill me. Okay, you're good to go. Fire you up. Oh, I need to wireless you. Just gonna yoink this. Let's do all of the wireless while we're here. My main account in PoE got finally unbanned. Hollow, what did you get banned for initially? Oh no. Blow Zero is not Subnautica 2. Okay, this is good to know. I had not previously known this information. Okay, perfect. And then let's just keep turning these on one by one, and then we can copy and paste one more time on this other side. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So these plasma forges are kind of huge. One of the things that they're mainly used for is that they sustain most of the ingredients we use for antimatter. So needless to say, like they're pretty much our power spine is kind of dependent on them being active. And recently, when I've been like doing bigger crafts, these things like clog up and then my power starts to like eke into areas which I am not comfortable with. And it like gets a little shifty. It's bad. It's bad. So having this amount, like tripling our DTPFs for autocrafting is going to be extremely helpful. And even just by redoing the priority rotation so things can like correctly multi-thread was huge just on its own. But this is going to be another big help. When you abuse an interaction the devs were too lazy not to realize was possible, deemed economic abuse, and I get tempted. That's quick. That's gamer math right there, I gotta say. It was extremely frustrating because leagues usually last 90 to 120 days, and this one was going to for a year because of the delays of PoE 2. Okay, I mean, yeah, I could see why you're frustrated about that. That would be kind of annoying. Can't play MMOs without playing without others. Oh, wait. Okay. Have we has the League MMO come out? Because I'm like, I hate to say it, but it low-key looks promising. I don't want to get sucked into something like that, but I might. Hello, Rion. How's it going, my friend? Hello, Hydro CN. How are you today? Dude, look at this. Look at this DTPF stack, bro. I'm fucking I'm fucking rich. Two of these are not the same. I think this scaffolding here I added on one side and not the other. Maybe I should fix that someday. I organized myself and caught up to a stream. Lovely. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. How are you doing? How is your Gregtech world? What age are you guys in? I'm not used to not having a ping when you start streaming. Huh. Hello, Ruby. How's it going? Ruby set up milling the other day and posted a picture in my Discord. Shit looks actually kind of funny. I feel like the amount of infrastructure that you need to do for milling at the time that you need to, like, that it's relevant seems so troll, honestly. Hello, Precarious. We're about to be rich, frankly. Like, we've got Pico and Quantum circuit dedicated assembly lines. Like, we're about to triple our autocrafting DTPFs. Like, life is really, really doing well. Life is good. All right, we need to copy and paste that one more time. At this point, I'm not counting on any Riot Games project. That's a very healthy place to be. All right, we're gonna torture matter manipulator again, and dude, I'm just so impressed by it. Shout out to Recursive Pineapple always. Edit transform copy B y plus 1. and it's not lagging for some reason. That's actually kind of more scary that it's not FPS lagging. Okay, there we go. There we go. And what we want to do is pop up here, edit transform, flip X, and then we just fucking full send it, I think. Looks like all the bounding boxes are in. Something devious happened here. I'm not gonna worry too hard about that, I don't think. Found out supercritical steam math is foobarred. Oh no. What does that mean? Please do tell. Silly as hell, but the infra needed, I think it's tiered, right? Okay. Okay. I never did it, so I don't get a notification when you start streaming, and I often don't see when you start. I think that might be something you enable on your side. If you're a follower, you should be able to see that. The building looks amazing. Thank you, Rion. And Hydro says, just starting EV or proc in my Twist playthrough, even though I've never gotten Gate in GTNH. So Twist is like a perfectly valid way to play, even if you've never done regular GTNH, like vanilla GTNH. I really like vanilla GTNH, frankly. I don't think I'll ever do a Twist run on my own. But EV or proc is huge. That's when the game starts really kicking off, in my opinion. It's really fun. And we are slowly just printing out this DTPF, which is, I mean, it's like literally 6 different DTPFs that are just being assembled in front of our eyes. That's just free. That's just free. Oh my gosh. And the proxies are all set up, and the outputs. All I need to do is rewire or wireless this. And actually, I'm gonna do it. Options, controls, sneak, shift, sprint, control. Okay. I have to do this every time because I hope this gets changed soon. The way this advanced wireless setup kit works, you literally can't use it if you switch crouch and sprint, and it's really a travesty for players like me. Silly question, what is Twist in relation to GTNH? Twist is a 3, 4, 5, 6. Twist is a add-on mod that adds some endgame multi-blocks. And the goal of Twist essentially is to make it so your endgame does not have spam, and instead you just have a couple of like really big multis that do everything. And then it also makes Stargate no longer like the goal. Instead, you get a Twist token, which is like a lot of Stargates worth of infrastructure. So it's basically just like a higher scaled, like with bigger numbers and a little easier to infra. It's interesting. It's not my thing for real. Oh my gosh. Hello, Aditya, with a code PR. Speaking of Twist, Aditya is like the Twist king. Everyone knows Aditya is the Twist aficionado, the first Twist token haver. So he was the first one to complete Twist, which is really cool. Sprint, we are redoing this. And sneak, going back to normal. All right, let's wire this all up. So set mode, cables, set cable. Let's do this one first. And nice, Aditya. Can you give me a rundown of what's going on in your code PR? I'm very excited about it. I want to know. What are you going to do after this GTNH run? You're close to finishing it. I am actually very close to finishing this run in the grand scheme of things. And my plan currently is to take a little bit of a break and then do a Nomi Factory run and maybe do an edited series. And then after I complete Nomi Factory, I think I might go back for a Garden of Grind Stargate, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I need to like get a job after this. I think after a year of relaxing and being done with school, I think it's probably time to get a job. So I'll probably be less active as far as GTNH goes, but especially because I released the soundtrack, I'm getting together a bunch of resources like a website and stuff that detail all of my composition work. So hopefully I can get some type of in-house composing job. I'm looking for modeling jobs. Like, yeah, I'm just looking around. I'm looking for things. So I think it's kind of serendipitous that my first PR to GT5 is adding 2Bs. That is absolutely true. That is a very Aditya thing. Added the netherite and prismarine bees. That's sick. I fuck with that. And I'm assuming they're like QFT bees at this point. All right, that's gone through. Damn, what is a job? Does it require chemicals? Yeah, it might, depending on what type of job I get. But I will still be playing and streaming to all of you lovely people. I just think this test phase, like while I made a huge amount of progress and I feel like I've amassed such a lovely and big community, I don't think that this is something that I could sustain myself on indefinitely. So I think it's smarter to just get a job and get going. They're only letting you 2 times part of the recipe like Indian bee, no skipping here. Oh, okay. I see then. Weren't you going for a modeling job? Yeah, once my acne is a little bit better, I will be taking some photos and then applying to a couple of things in the area. We'll see. I've got the frame for it. I'm like 6'2" and like 150. And I got the rock climber stringy twink body. So I think I've got the I've got a chance. I've got a chance. Cheers. Ugh. That's why I've been doing a lot of stuff offline for jobs. Not streaming every day anymore. It's not sustainable. Yeah, I hear you for sure. Okay, actually, that was a lot more painless than I thought it was gonna be. Why did that just power loss? Maybe I just didn't turn it on. I think it's okay. All of the coils are on, so I think we're good. And I'll design something for this on my own time, I think. But look at that. Holy fuck. This is what endgame GTNH infrastructure looks like, chat. This is my dtpfs. I didn't need to go this hard. I could have been a little smarter and used convergence for this. But this is probably the most simple solution in my opinion, because dtpfs are pretty free for us now. All right, so I think I need to cancel these tesseracts. What I do want to try is just 100k of these and just see what fucking happens. Oh, come on. 100k. That's actually just not that bad at all. We're kind of killing it. This is a hobby after all. Exactly, yes. So I do kind of want to, I'm going to stick around for a sec. I want to see how quickly we can knock out all of these tesseracts. Tesseracts have been fucking killing me recently. That and Shurban, oh my god. Having this all together the way it is now is just, it's just fantastic. It's really nice. I just want to see some tesseract crafting speed. Why are we not bot memeing? Are we gonna need to rework? Are we gonna add more fucking... Oh god, I hate these things. I hate the Mega Alloy Blast Smelter, man. Get me out of this hell, man. 261 VODs, that's gonna take a while to watch. Yeah, no, I mean, Aditya was killing it there. Okay, so I mean, that's probably gonna take a couple of seconds to craft out. We'll just let that do its thing. That's one thing I wanted to do. Another thing I wanted to do today, to just go over the top, is I have some more fusions. So this is my current compact fusion area. We've got like enough area. I forgot what this is. I think it's 6 times 3 times 3. So 6 times 9, which is 54. We have a space for 54 compact Fusion 5s, 3 in the middle, 3 sets here. And I actually recently printed all of these off. So we can just assemble this. Okay, one thing I do need to check out is the Tesseract recipe doesn't seem to be going into the DTPF. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So here's where that recipe should be. Oh shit, out of channels. Why are we out of channels here? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? We have free channels. Why aren't these connected? Something suspicious is happening right now. There's only 20 connections on this, which kind of is confusing me. There's 23 on this one. Let's see if I can move some of these connections to this. Okay, so this one, let's move. Uh-oh, why are all of... It seems like a lot of these connections are not doing well. What's going on here? Let's move this to this one. What else we got on this one that we can move? This is such a mess, chat. I apologize. I apologize. Okay, right here. I will get started once I get to current with 9 VODs. That'll be a long time. BRB in like 20, gonna run to the gas station, get a Red Bull. So real. Okay, let's bind that to this bad boy. Okay, I'm mighty confused about why these are not having a good time. My theory is that it has to do with the fact that we matter manipulator copied some wireless, and so it's probably unhappy about something about that, and I'm not sure what it is. Let me calculate the channels here. So there should be 2 in each of these. There's 6 DTPFs here, 12, 24. Oh, we might just fully need another connector here, because that's 5, 34. Oh my gosh, yeah. All right, I did not math this out the way I should have. Here's what I'll do. I can spell. Your chat is so empty? Dude, I've got all of my friends here. What do you mean? All right, let's give it a little quick ban hammer. I'm on like 45 or so, and usually I get through 2 a day if they're shorter ones. Gosh, absolute VOD destroyer here. That's insane. All right, ME. Plasma Forge 3, maybe? 1, 2, okay. Here's what I'll do. Let's wireless hub this. That's 24 channels. And I'm gonna redo my settings here. Options, controls, sneak, sprint. I hope they fix this, is all I'm gonna say about this. And let's redo all of these connections. So add to Q mode. My stream is fairly short, I would say. That is true. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is mathing. I don't know why I counted to 4 there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Binding mode activated, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if I re-spray paint this, or I guess if I spray paint it something different, should show me the channels, ideally. Okay. There you go. There she blows. Raw tesseracts coming straight back. All right. Check it out, chat. We got Shirobon in some of these things. We got tesseracts in some of them. This is exactly what I want. This is the whole thing with parallelization. So 3 of them are rocking Shirobon, and 3 of them are rocking tesseracts, which is perfect. When I need to concentrate for work, a no shouty sweary VOD helps. That's true. I am a no shouty sweary VOD maker. That's me. So that's huge, actually. I am going to be coasting on this high for a while. Look at those tesseracts go. Oh my lord. And I might like mix up these cribs, like silly style, just to get like maybe like eke out a little bit more parallelization. We'll see what happens. Oh my god, perfect. Even when you do swear, which it isn't often, it sounds kind of polite. Damn, I got called a polite swear. Okay, we need to actually, excuse me. I'll keep the controls on the way that they are because I think I'll have to do a lot of wireless linking right now. We're gonna do some matter manipulating. I guess we'll just start with the middle here. Let's see how far I need to go back to copy. What is safe here? I could go straight for like the middle here, which is kind of sus. Let's see how... Actually, I don't need to, right? There's some dead space here, but I think that's fine. So I might be able to just copy from here, inside bound. Whoops, mark copy. There you go. And then we'll copy up to here. Does that cover everything I need? It looks like it. We'll probably miss a couple of details, but that's pretty good as far as I care for, you know? Okay, let's get into it. So I think I need to excavate that little block right here. Let's see. Let's check on this one more time. Did I do 1 out of the chunk? No, this is 1 in the chunk. Yeah, okay. That checks out. That's what I should have done. Oh, my lag. So that is going to do that. Oh, FPS. Let's do it. Let's full send it, I think. Space elevator descending in the background. Let's pop in here actually. I love how the compact fusion coils go first. This looks so goofy, like little rings. Oh my god, I love that. Speaking of work, I have a meeting in 9 hours, so off to sleep for me. Nice to catch you again. Thank you for popping in, my friend. It's very lovely to hear that people appreciate my content, and I really appreciate you. So thank you for popping in and just brightening my day a little bit. And get some good sleep. Have a good meeting tomorrow, as best as it can be. You know how that is. And good night, my friend. Hello, Legacy Warfare. I'm sure this is not the best place to ask, but how quickly can I get into benzene when entering MV? This is actually a great place to ask. I am a big benzene supporter on many levels. So I would tell you, immediately as you get into MV, you can do it. And I think the only thing that's stopping you... Actually, I don't even think there is a thing that's stopping you. Maybe a recipe? Because you can do 2 LV energy hatches on a pyrolyze. Maybe pyrolyze is... MV assembler or something. Oh, MV parts for the pyrolyzed oven. So as soon as you have some circuits and some parts, you're pretty much golden to build this thing, and I fully recommend it. Cupronickel is kind of sus, I will admit. Cupronickel coils on benzene is a little bit sus, mathematically speaking. It works. It works, but it's on thin ice, you know what I'm saying? All right, how did I connect all this? Looks like I did it through wireless here. So I can probably just wireless whatever this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, cursed day. All right, let's fix this real quick. Set mode, geometry, set all, corp. Get rid of this. Oh my gosh, I really cannot hang with the different crouch bind. Ugh. The problem I feel like I ran into was power supporting the normal MV machines. So I did 4 steam turbines into an MV battery buffer to get myself situated. That's a great way to do it, and that's what I would do as well. I think that's a great play. All right, let's get this connected real quick, just so we don't void any recipes. Well, I guess we're not going to void any recipes per se, but let's copy this, pop into here, link that up. And I think we could just pop these on, and everything should be good. We'll figure it out afterward. Something will always go wrong. That is just the nature of the beast. Okay, and then we can just paste this the final place. Copying. Oh, I need to select my copy. Eesh. F9. Mark copy. You know, I am going to switch back my controls. Sprint. Shift. Sneak. Control. If you come into Discord, I can show you a setup. Annie is like the biggest benzene aficionado there is. So Annie will point you in the right direction, I believe. If you need any help, Annie's a wonderful resource for benzene. Personally started with scuff benzene using 4 ACO advanced coke ovens. I actually have never built one of those. All right, let's pray that that's correct. I'm just gonna fucking wing it. Fucking send it! The loop will be positive? Yeah. And another thing you can do is if you use a distillation tower, well, that's HV. So I guess in MV, that's not really required. But one thing to know is that when you use a distillation tower, you get a lot of byproducts. One of the byproducts that's important is toluene, which you can actually run the entire thing off of. Like you can run all of benzene off of your toluene byproduct, which is interesting because you can just combust it as a fuel. It's kind of helpful. MV distillery, then I built a proper benzene plant. I like that. ACO sounds kind of hype. Hello, Brianna. How's it going? It's been a minute. How are you doing? I don't like how this isn't a standardized color. I think we go pink for all of these. Oh, I actually really like that. Okay, we're pinking it up. What am I doing? Hello? Geometry set all corp. What the heck is going on? There we go. Something was very messed up with my matter manipulator for a second. All right, let's paint the town pink. I have a goal to work towards. Lovely. That's a good thing to hear. Yeah, I mean, benzene is huge. I am a firm believer in it. I still haven't gotten accustomed to using glasses, and I've used them for the entire day now, and I'm seeing phantom glasses on my face. Incredible. Do we color this cable pink? Am I gonna fuck up my channels real quick? Yeah, fuck it. It looks pretty. Oh, actually, I really like that. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm amazing. I was in the process of moving and there was a time change. Oh, lovely. Well, I'm glad that you're moved in, it sounds like, and I'm glad that you're back. Moving is big. If it's like college moving, that's a big change. So I'm glad that you're here. Okay, I think we can just yoink these on because we connected the wireless and stuff. This is like absolute overkill, chat, by the way. Having this many compact fusions, actually, I don't know. An argument could be made that the amount of compact fusions I'm using is absolute overkill. All right, and then we need to copy one more, and let's paint the cables pink because I like that. Alrighty, and then how exactly do we copy paste this? Because I'm not sure I'm like exactly locked in. I guess we do one block out of this chunk and then just fucking vibes based it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's this block, and we just need to go up. I think I trust this. I think I trust this. And then we need to paste there inside that block. Chat, does that look right? Actually, that looks good because like we're right in the middle of those two. Let's see if that's like mostly centered. Oh yeah, my frames are suffering, but we're centered. That's good. All right, this is the last set of compact fusions. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I would actually get here today. Whoa, fuck yeah, femboy down. What does that mean? Anyways, I'm going to sleep because I actually want 8 hours. Good luck with the infra stuff. Thank you. Thanks for popping in today, my friend, and it's lovely to have you. And get some good sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is for the strong. Actually looks like I'm tweaking. Although you are tweaking. We've been done known this. You've been tweaking for the longest time, my friend. I actually kind of like the look of that. Sleep is the best, Itaki. Sleep is very important. I'm a big sleeper. I don't think there was very few occasions in college where I got below like 7 hours of sleep. I was a very sleep heavy college completer. All right, we do actually have these old compact threes, and I think it's time to finally lay them to rest. I have one of them on, and it's making passive radon plasma for just for this draconic evolution fusion crafter to make dragon blood, and that's all it's doing. I've got a little subnet, and it's got 33G of radon plasma because I was tired of radon plasma being constantly drained from my main network. So I was just like, all right, fuck it. But I think, actually, I don't even know. I don't know. Do I replace them? I feel bad about that. Okay, we also crafted some chaotic fusion casings, so I'm gonna replace these real quick because this just doubles the speed for free. That looks right. No verification. Sleep is downtime? Dude, sleep is uptime, bro. Once did an all-nighter in college and swore to never ever do it again. I did an all-nighter with you guys. What the dragon blood doing? I thought that would double our speed. Am I crazy or did that not do anything at all? Huh? Update structure, bro. There you go. Okay, alright. That scared me. That was your choice? Yeah, low-key it was my choice. I always take afternoon classes so I can be a bum till noon. Dude, that's the vibe. That's actually the play. Alright, I mean, I did not think I was gonna fucking level these tasks this early. This is, let me get an aerial view of what the network looks like just to check everything seems to be, yeah, everything seems to be added and channeled up. Man. So now we have 54 fusions, and I do need to make some of this look pretty. Like this box here, thin ice, thin fucking ice. We gotta do something about that for sure. But let's christen it a little bit. Let's make a, I don't know. What's a big plasma? That takes a while. Metastable oganescent. Let's do 100 million. Nope, not 100. 100 million, bro. And we should see all of these bad boys flick on. For some reason it's only crafting 49 milli. Yep, we got the rainbow controllers. Things are looking good. No power fails or nothing. Ooh, did I turn on? Yeah, I did not turn these guys on. I'm glad that we checked this because I always make mistakes. Shit was diabolical. I did not fare well when before university. 7 a.m. classes. Yeah, like freshman year, you're required to take like gen eds and like some required classes. And I swear to God, some of those like 7 a.m.s, I would have succeeded so much harder if it was just like 7 p.m. classes. But alas, it's just just like a go fuck yourself moment from university. All right, so I had one more task, honestly, that I didn't think I was even going to get to today. And I'm surprised that we have time for this. Let's count this all off. Compact 5 area is done. DTPFs are done. This is like the last DTPFs we'll ever need. And so I wanted to add some QFTs because right now I've been juggling a couple of QFTs. So here's what that looks like. I think I canceled the proxy recipes already. Okay, that's good. Let me switch the music up before I do this. We got a new task ahead of ourselves. What are we thinking? So, okay. I'll give you a rundown of the current loadout. Currently, we've got QFTs on plastic, and I think we've pretty much, I don't think we're ever going to need polyethylene or anything ever like this ever again. So I think we're running out of silicone rubber, so maybe I do need to make another QFT for this. Oh no, that's the current thing that's running. Okay. So we've got rubber going. What is this? Soldering alloy and advanced glue. Jesus Christ, that is so much glue. I think I can turn this down low key. Oh my God, it's just using so little power too. We've got another QFT that's occasionally running thorium-232 and plutonium-239, both of which I need in bulk. The plutonium specifically is used for knack fuel, and thorium is used for tesseracts, so there's a lot of stuff. Hello, Patata Horniada. How's it going, my friend? I can't believe I finally get to watch a stream. The hour difference is insane in the UK. Oh, I'm 100% sure. I'm glad that you're here today, against all odds. We've got particle acceleration. These gravitons are used for quantum anomalies, which are used for God everything. God knows. There's so much stuff that needs these quantum anomalies. It's actually a travesty. So we do need as many of these as humanly possible. I think we're actually good. I think we're going positive. It looks like it. We've also got this mutated living solder thing going on, biointelligence catalyst, and finally, eternity loop. So this is a big thing. But we are missing some, and I bookmarked some of the recipes. I'm gonna flick through and show you guys all of the good recipes in the QFT. And I'm a big fan of yours, so that's very kind, and I thank you for that. Thank you for popping in today. What tier are you at, and are you playing Gregtech New Horizons? So QFT, if you guys don't know, the quantum force transformer is basically like a lag reduction for specific lines in endgame. A lot of them, like for example, rubber lines all get put into the QFT and they get a very basic recipe. And basically, the more catalysts you add that are non-consumed, the more parallels you get. So you just want to print out a bunch of these catalysts, and they're kind of expensive by the time you get them. But yeah, that's basically all it is. And QFT is wonderful. We like the QFT. So this is the rubber recipe that I already have. We probably have enough of this to last us a lifetime and then some. We've got Flatline QFTs running in their own dedicated spaces. We've got this running. One thing that I wanted to try was this one, the tungsten, wait, is this the right one? Yeah, the tungsten carbide and tungsten steel and titanium one. Tungsten carbide is used very popularly in something that I use all the time. What is that? I think it's these foils are used for NAC fuel. Yes, wrapped uranium, high density uranium, all this stuff. This is a huge NAC fuel thing. I don't play GTNH. I tried Nomi Factory, got to HV and gave up due to lack of base building skills. I'm waiting for you to start your own run so I can get motivated again. I am going to do the Nomi Factory run soon. So dude, we're locked in. Okay, let's see, what other QFT recipes are there? So also, another thing, if you don't know the QFT, it has a liquid mode. And for free, it'll just like output these dusts as liquids. And I think that's really overpowered. So we can just stock up on liquid all of this stuff, which would be lovely. That's one thing I want to set up. This is basically the same, but without tungsten carbide, which I don't really care for niobium or hafnium or tantalum, so. This one we have running, you saw that. We might need to run this for this superconductor rare earth composite. This is the only place you can get this, but I have space to run that if I need to. Let's see what else we got. There's the netherite one. This isn't being added yet. You'll see. That's a 2.8 thing. We're already running this. Don't need that. Stem cells. I need a specific one for this because the stem cells go into the mutated living solder one on the right. Biocells, not this one. And Kevlar and Xenazine. This I need. So I think that's it. Oh, and I also need space for this one. I made enough QFTs to do all of this stuff, so I am excited to set these up. I did pin these in the top left, so let's get rid of all the ones that we currently have. Thorium, rubber, and we need to do, so this is a QFT 3, so we can set that up. Rio Hydrate guy says, hola, hola, how's it going, my friend? Oh my god, is your name Samuel? No. That's a very specific question to ask. So, I don't know exactly how to set this up. Does it just, can we do the copy thing? Manipulator 3, shielding 3, copy to holo projector, and then we'll do no hatch, because I've learned my lesson. We can just build this guy up, actually. Damn, this thing builds fucking slow. We need a catalyst housing. You look like a Samuel. Now that's a new one, chat. I don't think I've ever heard that before. And we just finished this little multi-block. Excuse me. How did I do this below? How's it going, Hyena? All right, so we do output buses here, and then wireless above. So let's do output bus and output hatch 33G. Where's our G? There we go. That should be more than enough. Pop these in. And then I do like to actually subnet the outputs of this, and I'm thinking about doing that again. But also I could just store them on mainnet with sticky cards. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I did just see trillions of things. How long have you been playing this mod? Actually for me it's been around 1,700 hours. I don't know what day we're on, honestly. Does it tell day up in one of these? I can't see. Do you guys see it? Facing south. Hunger. No, none of that. That's kind of sad. Top left, I think. I don't see it right now. Saturation, exhaustion. Yeah, nothing. There is a way I can figure this out, though. I want to know how long the server's been running. Actually, I'm very curious. It's in mod options, config. What is the config, though? There's some, like, config to remove. Check days in XML info / XML info. I don't know what that is. Server utils? Uh-oh. I think we're beyond my depth, chat. I do kind of want to rewire this because a couple of these are a little gross. XML info. So actually I disabled that. Maybe that's the mod that I'm looking for. In-game info XML. Okay, config general show HUD true. Okay, so we are at year 9, day 9. What is that? Actually, wait, that's the fucking goated time to be at. Year 9, day 9? Insane. Config general done. What does year 9, day 9 mean? In the grand scheme of things. This is an intense song. Let me switch up the vibe here. Are you in the overworld? I think that the day is by each dimension. I'm in a personal dimension, which should be similar, ideally. Okay, inert Nequata, titanium dust, interesting. Gallium dust, adamantium. These are byproducts from when we did a whole bunch of other stuff. I guess I can keep the rare earth composite ones, and I'll just put these in a chest somewhere. Samarium, gadolinium, superconductor, that should be right. Year 43? Damn, I'm like kind of killing it then. Let's go. Hollow ain't got shit on me, bro. And then we pop that in there. Okay, inert Nequata we can put on mainnet, ideally. 3,294 days in Minecraft. That does check, I feel like. Started this run when you got Eternal DTPF. Everyone makes fun of my playtime. To be fair, you're doing like full universal no crib, so like the amount of time you need to devote to that is probably kind of insane. All right, let's pop in here. Also, I want to grab some other stuff. Let's grab out of here. Rare earth group catalyst is probably what goes with that. All right, so what are we actually producing in this QFT? And I think the answer is not any of that. Biocat medium, sterilized biocat medium. Where am I storing living solder? It's redox, heavy redox. I'm scared, chat. Is living solder just chilling on my mainnet? That is a scary fucking thought. Oh, biocells needs to go here. Redox polymer, Kevlar xenazine. I'll put these in their own thing. And this would be... Is it ultimate plasticizer catalyst? Yeah. You need a really cringe amount. That's what I'm working on now. I have 30 Gs of living solder. I also need to rework water lines soon because I need to get enough water for the crystal. Alright, that's good. And then these are growth cat, raw cat, stem cells. That goes with the thing that I want to do, which is the raw intelligence catalyst. We'll pop that over here. I guess just put it straight on mainnet with a little bit of a... That's all I need. Works for me. And then I'll chuck these into here. Playlist hitting hard today? Dude, Nujabase always hitting hard. That's just like a fact of life. That's just how it is. Alright, I think actually I want to move this to this side here. Get the wireless here. Yeah, I guess that'll just be on mainnet. I don't really mind that. And then... Yeah, alright, we do need to do some wire up stuff. So here's what I'm going to do about that. I think I want to move everything to UMV lasers because it's a little bit easier to standardize. So we need to do a couple of things for that. The first thing is I need to make some laser hot swaps here. I always hate doing these because I know either something's gonna blow up. That's one option. Or I power fail something because I'm not quick enough. So those are my two options. Let's just fucking full send it, shall we? Destroy that bad boy. Pop these three here. Do that. Hopefully no one power failed. I know for a fact that they probably did. Okay, we're good. Is this nightly? Do you pay for a server or is this local? I local host my servers. I find it's very easy to like get in contact with them if something goes wrong. I just local host is the way to go for sure. Oh my lord. Hello my friends. How's it going? Hello, Kat and Vin. How are you guys doing? How was your stream today? Dude, somehow I'm taking some mad frame hits. 90 inventor of exploding LSC. That's actually, like, low-key entirely true, because I feel like I discovered that bug. Like, I discovered a bug that was just not there prior. I find it so funny. Alright, this is going to be source target. Let me give it a little shout out. So Cat's Cozy Games is a lovely, lovely channel that does GTNH streaming, and that's one of my favorites to watch right there. So I want you guys to all go follow them. In the afternoons, they do a very lovely stream. And yeah, I'm very happy that you guys are rating me today. How's it going, everybody? How am I doing? I'm doing well. Vin, I need you to see some crazy work that I've been putting in. Here's the optical circuit forest. Cat, get ready. This is going to be you soon, okay? This is going to be you soon. Optical circuit forest over here. all of these for opticals. We just improved the DTPF area today. So I've got all of these DTPFs rocking. What else we got? We just did compact fusion. We finished all of those. So we've got 54 compact fusions. Has never looked so bleak. Yeah, this is if you were on the fence about matter manipulator, this is going to be this will decide that for you, I think. All these compact fusions. Yeah, so we've been matter manipulating up today, and actually I'm very happy with my factory. Things are coming together real quick. How did your stream go today? What did you guys get up to doing? I saw you weren't playing Greg earlier. What was I doing? We're just replacing lasers. One sec. You guys sidetracked the hell out of me. All right, so we do target first because we don't want explosions. Okay, target. Source. Spray paint. Spray paint. Well, pray for no power fails. Pray for no power fails. Okay, we're good. Probably stable. Let's see if any of my AB. Oh, that looks like a power fail. Oh, thank God. We're so free. Did a little bee breeding in the background. Try to make a breeder bee. Stardust. Lovely. Have you ever done Stardust before? Kicking ass in Expedition 33. Lovely. That sounds fun. I saw a little bit of gameplay, but I've never played. Got myself all excited to go and do that work in MV. I guess I didn't fully cover my MV electrolyzer, and it blew up on my personal server while at work. Oh no. All right, hot swap, hot swap. Whew. Dude, this always makes me sweat in my boots, bro. All right, don't replace the source first. Target. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Okay, you're good. You're golden. We're good. Everything's gonna be okay. Quick toggle right there. All right, all right. Let's make a little window here for me to get in and out. I feel like that's fair. All right, and one more. Target. Source. Oh. Oh man, that just puts chills in my bones every single time. Just like praying that the internal buffer lasts long enough. And it must have been even worse when these used to blow up when you modified them. That would have been terrible. Alright, it looks like we haven't power failed yet. It was definitely worse. I wonder what changed for them to be like, you know what, actually, this was a little fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what went through their mind where they were like, actually, let's make this change. Because that's just so un-Greg, I feel like, to be like, this is too hard of a mechanic. Okay, I want to switch these all to UMV lasers. Let me think about this. I think I'm currently using UHV 65Ks. A UMV 4096 is equivalent to a 16K UIV, which is equivalent to 65K UEV, which is 262K UHV. So we would be quadrupling our total amount of potential power by using UMV 4Ks, but we do have a bunch of 16Ks just lying about. Not a bunch. Why are we uneven here? What's the quickest way to do this? Maybe we just do... I don't even have a pattern for UMV 4Ks. Bigger is better. Let's just order 10 of these. Hope it sticks. Source, target. That'll work. Oh, it's actually free. Just rolled back. I rolled back a bit before some resource collection I did. Oh no. Bobes didn't like it. The ticks on check were buggy. That makes sense. If it was a bug, that totally checks out. And okay, let's grab one of these targets here. UMV laser source. Grab this. Set mode cables, set cable this. Oh yeah. I've been getting strong again at climbing. I had to take a little bit of a hiatus because I was sick. And so I got really weak, but I'm feeling strong again and I'm very, very, very happy about it. Life is good. I've got this V9 that I'm working on that has just some like insane feeling moves. It's very satisfying to pull off. All right, I'm gonna literally give this like 64 amps. This does not need that much right now. But we have the chance to change it if we need to. Let's go set up everything we need for this. I think we might need to do some wirelessing. How many channels are we using here? 25? Let's do a second one here. Did that even save you time? What do you mean, did that even save me time? It made me happy, Hyena. That's what counts. That's what counts. Why am I wirelessing this? Actually, now I'm thinking about this, why don't I just wireless it from the source? Let's do this. P2P. I feel like maybe we should make a little like a theme for the colors in this area because all the QFTs are like stark white. So I kind of like that. Perfect. We need a wireless hub. A little nightly feature that I love. Oh, also we should connect the P2P here. What is this first one called? MEQFT1. Very creative of me. MEQFT2. And I think all we need to do here is just... Oh, damn it, I did the wrong one. Lovely people, have good time making stargates and all of that. Well, thank you for popping in, Ditaki. Let me give you that dink water. Cheers. Water, he says. Definitely water. No, it is actually water. 9 core to have a lot of people gating soon. Yeah, we got Ming, we got me, we got Hollow. I'm following in their footsteps right now. All right, let's figure out the recipe here. We want a couple of things. Calcium, that's a hatch. Calcium dust, mincemeat, agar. And that's it. No valid recipe found. Don't mess with me, bro. Raw intelligence catalyst. Device offline. Oh, are we still connecting the P2P maybe? Device online linked output side. Sorry if I'm changing the subject. I wasn't paying much attention because I'm getting ready for exams. Have you tried Not Complicated 2? I have not. I've never heard of that. What is that? Okay, so another thing we need to do desperately is I need to rework my mincemeat and agar lines. Now that we have this, I'm a little more secure. I don't really need a couple of these QFTs, like just like really immediately. I would much rather spend my time doing agar stuff because we need mutated living solder. And to get this mutated living solder, so let me give you the whole line. We need stem cells to make biocells and mutated living solder. In order to get our stem cells, I am QFTing this, and we need the agar, mincemeat, calcium dust. And we probably blow through agar this way. Not too complicated too is a very fun 1.16 skybox pack. I have never heard of that. That sounds really fun though. And you know what we should do? Because we have so much plasma. Fermium, Neptunium. That's free. This should like double the speed at which this goes, unironically. So we're making 26,000 stem cells per second. We're making fewer stem cells per second. What? What did I do wrong? Wait. Am I throwing? Am I throwing? Okay, something did not click. Do I need to like focus it? Or is it not a chance output? It is a chance output. Alright, fuck the plasmas, we're probably fine. Let's go rework agar and stuff. I have a little place for this. This is where all my bio stuff was. And this is some like ancient ass subnetting. So, oh God forbid, I need to clean this area up so bad. Oh my God, this looks so janky. What the fuck was I doing? Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, shut off all of these machines. We can probably cope with most of this. But some of this just, ugh. Honestly, I have no idea what you could have messed up there. Yeah, I'm actually very confused about that as well. But I'm not gonna worry about it. We don't really need the extra chance outputs from that. We are going to replace this with UMV wireless. That's gonna be a thing that we do. Alright, we've got a janky subnet here with phosphorus dust. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to approach this. So, the agar line. We need a mixer with gelatin and distilled water. That I can all provide from mainnet. The gelatin is a centrifuge with gelatin mixture, phosphorus dust. That's a byproduct that I think it's fully recycled into phosphoric if we do phosphoric on site. Collagen, phosphoric, and then I like, personally, I guess these recipes are both like equivalent, right? I think I have a skeleton running for bone. Oh, this is probably why this isn't working, actually. I'm sure that this line is actually fine, and the only thing we actually need to do is get bones back online, which is kind of embarrassing, frankly. Ender Mini, Inferno, Brutish Skeleton. So disappointing, I know. I wish there was another 13 updates for Minecraft, but they're not there. That's why you play Gregtech New Horizons. Gregtech New Horizons. Okay, wait, are we missing any energy hatches? No, we're good. Alright, we're making 200,000 bones per second. I think that'll be good. And then another thing we can do is UMV wireless this, because I think a lot of these are, because they're chem reactors, this should be good. And then I'll probably rework the IO on this because I'm not a sociopath. Yep, there's the little power fail. Something I forgot to turn off. The only thing I don't like about these scaffolds I use everywhere is that for some reason they made these like ladders and you can like climb up them, and I never want to climb up them. Like never in my life. And yet here I am being asked to climb up them every single time I walk by them. 1.9 onwards is is a psyop. Are we talking about like like oh actually I think 1.12 is good, Annie. Unironically, I'm a 1.12 believer. Okay, we're gonna do stalking bus here. That's probably another reason that this is just straight up not working. To do phosphorus. Not enough fluid output space. And what fluid are you outputting exactly? Would this be phosphoric acid? Which would be going where? Gelatin mixture, diluted sulfuric, phosphoric. Okay, okay. That's not like, that's not the worst. I mean, I guess I could put storage on this subnet. That's not crazy. That's not crazy. Let's do it. A little 16384K storage cell is probably fine. Phosphoric acid. We need cell of phosphoric acid. There we go. Pop that in. Maybe a sticky card. I can't get into any pack in 1.16 plus. I totally agree with you. I actually totally agree with you, which is why the netherite stuff is actually, I feel like, such a detriment to this game. I think I'm in the high minority here. But I actually think netherite in GTNH is not where it's at. I can't abide. Oh, oh, fuck. What did I just see? 262 million? Whoa. Kitchen sink packet is just not for me. IKEA mod. What is IKEA mod? Hello, Salsa. How's it going? What's up, streamer? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. The way mods implement vanilla mechanics into the progression feels icky. If you don't acquire it the same way as vanilla, it's just another GTNH material specifically. Like, okay, objectively, then that is true. Subjectively, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. Okay. It's not logical. It's not a big deal. It's just something that I prefer, you know? It's just like that stupid quirk of mine. All right, stocking hatch. Pop this in. What was that again? Diluted sulfuric? And then what is this level emitting? Mincemeat. Enable with redstone. Okay, so it's enabled. We've got bones, we got mincemeat. What's wrong with you? No diluted sulfuric. Okay, wait, that might be valid. That might be valid. Because I didn't turn on the diluted sulfuric acid maker. That makes sense. Holy fuck. Dude, the rates on this go crazy. Being in UMV is kind of fun. I can't lie. It is kind of. Why do we have 11G of phosphoric acid? Oh no. Not enough fluid output space. What is the output fluid for this? Water. What's the best way to handle this then? I could just do a bigger output hatch. That might solve it. I doubt it though, because it's an LCR recipe. This is actually a big problem. How do I trash this much water? At least we got moss. Oh. Yeah, all the new building blocks. Oh, I don't like those either. Ugh, sus. But it's one of those things. It's just dumb, right? Because you can allow other players to use it. I don't. No one's telling me that I have to, right? It's just one of those dumb things that I think I'm just dumb about. Chat, what is the quickest way to destroy a bunch of water? Void. Wait. Annie, you genius! I forgot that existed. Oh my god. All right, we're collagening. We're probably gonna like destroy something on mainnet. This is probably gonna eat all of our phosphorus, but that's okay. All right, so we got collagen and phosphoric. Not enough fluid output space because we need a place for that to go. And I think currently it's being storage bused in here, but let's do the same thing that we've been doing and make a partition cell for collagen mixture. Let's do that. Gelatin mixture. My bad. What is full here? Gelatin sticky. Collagen. Alrighty, and then we want a stocking. With gelatin mixture. Oh my lord. Okay, that's slow as fuck. That has a UMV. That has a UMV energy hatch in it. And we're doing this type of shit? That's just lame. That's just lame, chat. Let me switch up the music. Who's got the hooch? Dude, wait. Hooch. Oh god, not this stuff. Dude, the vat always confuses me. This is the most confusing Ender IO block there is, dude. How does this thing work? What are these recipes telling me, bro? Oh, I will never understand the vat for as long as I live. Alright. Double it and give it to the next person. Alright, and then the last thing that we do is, let's see if this is all stocked up. Gelatin, which should be somewhere, 23k. Yeah, that's what we're making here. Gelatin plus, that's an output bus, distilled water from mainnet. And then let's also neutronium energy cell this. Because you deserve everything. And this is probably not enough. Not enough. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's too easy. And we're probably rate limited by gelatin, but I'll throw on a second UMV wireless because we're golden. We're golden. Nine's too young to know that song. That's true. That is true. All right, we doubled, maybe even that looked like it tripled, honestly. Our agar. All right, and then the other thing we need to do is mincemeat, which I actually think we're okay. This is not sustainable though. I need to do something about this. That's ridiculous. That's just horrible. Okay, let's subnet all of this. Do we make a compressor for this? I feel like the compressor multi is so big, it wouldn't even fit here. This is a little bit evil. We do need to fix this, don't we, chat? Okay, we've got a space for it, though. Gelatin, phosphorus. We want a spot to put blocks of flesh. Blocks of flesh, chat. And then I guess we're storage busing that to main, so that doesn't matter. How do I want to do this? This is another logistical nightmare, kind of. First thing we do, we get a cell, quantum cell, pop that in here. Little sticky card action, little void overflow card. Maybe no void overflow card. Pop this in here, and we want block of flesh. It won't catch on fire when going down to... What's stopping me from using silver wires for power in MV? Nothing, right? Silver cable. I would always use cable, first of all. Actually, silver is pretty good. There's no reason not to use this. I'm trying to think about this. I feel like I used blue steel around here. Or what was it called? Blue alloy? Blue alloy is nice because it has a high amperage off the rip. I think the reason people shy away from silver cable is because the amperage is low. So if you have a 16 times wire, you're only getting 16 amps out of that, which I guess is not really a problem in MV. So, add. Let's see, annealed copper, what are we thinking? Annealed copper is similar, for sure. Similar to silver. Same like amperage scaling, same loss. Okay, let's put this here. Oh, jeez. Oh. I really feel bad about not making a multi-block compressor. You know what we should do? Oh my god. I'm bringing it back. Processing array. Holy fuck, I forgot we had this. Dude, life when processing array. I'm just gonna put it right here, bro. Just stack it right on top. You can't stop me. So this is, yeah, as Annie said, this is the UNC multi-block. Basically, you can put 64 of any single block in it, and it will run with that amount of parallels. So let's see. What does the recipe call for? Block of flesh LV. So, okay, what's the highest we can do 64? So we're going to do 4 UMV, which is like 1 UXV amp. So one UXV amp can power 4 UMV machines, 16 UIV, 64 UEV. So we want 64 UEV compressors. Oh my god. Oh, we're missing heavy radox. Oh. Oh shit, this is so cursed. It's like CSS. How long have you spent on the save? About 2,000. Oh my god, excuse me. About 2,000 hours at this point. How are you doing? Success with the first time chat? How's it going? And let's pop in here. Let's make a tier 4 QFT. All right. I need to take a quick break. A go piss girl break. I'll be right back. And let me answer this question. Blue alloy. So the difference between blue alloy and silver is that the max amperage per the width of the cable, per the gauge of the cable, is double. So you get 2 amps per 1 times blue alloy cable, which isn't really relevant in MV because you're not moving that many amps, but it is better in a way. Silver cable, 1 amp per 1 times cable, which means 16 per 16 time cable. And as you like go up, you'll need more out of them. You can see space-time wire moves 1 million max amps, which is great. I'm never going to use all that. But yeah, all right, I'm going to go take a little go piss goal break. Be right back. Okay, we're back, chat. All right, let's set this up. So we ran out of Radox polymer, which is actually really embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna fix that right now because we're doing QFTs anyway, right? What if I want to be front chat? Dude, that's all you. That's all you. All right, I actually do know how to do this with all this. We just want a full tier 4 QFT and we're golden. Luckily, I actually ordered out all the QFTs ahead of time. All this infrastructure, I craft it and I babysit it over like during the day. And then when we stream together, I make sure that all of like the long crafting tasks are done. It's the whole thing that I do. It's gonna be weird being done with this like ritual of like coming on, checking the world, and then like just being done after a little bit and streaming it. Oh my gosh. What a good time we've had together, chat. That is supreme laziness that I just pulled off right there. Don't worry about that one. I think I know why my shit blew up. I had an MV battery buffer and was using 4 amp cables. I think the floor slot MV battery buffer, yes, it will pull 8 amps. And then when you over pull amps, it will cause fires, which can cause explosions. So that might be it right there. All right, what is this Radox polymer stuff we need to do? Xenazine, osmium, hydrogen. Oh yeah, it's this one right here. So carbon, which is actually low-key a pain in the ass to source at this amount. Hydrogen, nitrogen should be good to go. Osmium, we're like way ding chilling. And I think we're good. So all we need to do is wire everything up. I'm gonna copy this to here. Oh, and then we need storage for all of this. Actually, let's redo this. I feel like I should have cells down here that contain all the outputs of this process, but I don't remember where they are. Graviton, hydrogen plasma. They should be here. I guess I can repartition cells, but I'm actually kind of surprised that I can't find them right now. Okay, so we need xenazine, that's one. We need Radox polymer, that's another. Heavy Radox, as well as molten Kevlar. When the playlist is going hard, this beat is generational. That is true. This is a fantastic song. This is 93 to Infinity. Fantastic song. All right, cell workbench it up. Oh my gosh, I need to clear out my inventory. Let's put some stuff that we know goes in my inventory here. This powered spawner needs to be returned to its rightful place. Then everything else can go. Let's go drop off the powered spawner. I feel kind of bad about not. I need to make some ideas for this space. I feel like it's too barren, but I have some really good ideas. One of the, I need to do a little more with verticality, I feel. So that's going to be a project in the coming days, I think. This is my blood magic / EEC area. Let's pop back into here. All right, partitioning cells. So we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? We got singularities, right? We do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to do the void overflow card even on singularities. I know theoretically we should never be able to reach a point where we void overflow. Oh, actually, I just can't put it in there anyway, so never mind then. there's that. And what I'm going to do is, just to be responsible about everything, I'm going to collect all of these things from my main network, because we're going to wire this up. Actually, let's wire it up first, and then we'll collect everything from main network. We're going to wire it up directly to mainnet. And yeah, just like store it sticky carded on mainnet, which is probably not like the healthiest practice. I've heard that it can incur a little bit of lag to have sticky cards on mainnet, like a lot of sticky carded things. But the amount of lag that I think that would cost is probably like so infinitesimally small compared to some of the shit that I've been running on this. So let's drag all that in. We've got 0 on some of these, which is a little bit scary, actually. Pop this into here, which should be connected to mainnet at this point. And then we can... Oh, we need to wire it up to power. My bad. My bad. Close. All right, UMV 16K. Source it up here. Target here. Set mode cables, set cable. Vacuum pipe. I am excited about this QFT stuff because this is like some of the last infrastructure. Like this is the last amount of QFTs I'll ever need. Once I get these done, like I kind of just profit forever. And I have been like juggling stuff through QFTs, which has been kind of a pain in the ass. Because, okay, so the way these works is you need to put a bulk catalyst housing on them, and they're locked to a single type of catalyst. So we are going to be running... Oh, that's awkward. I have these. But they're on quantum, so that's fine. We need to put like a specific catalyst in here, and it's locked to a single one. So I've been like juggling my catalysts a little bit, and it's been kind of a pain in the ass, I cannot lie. Let's do 1024 amps for this, which should be more than enough. And then we'll batch mode up. And then with this, we probably want to order more elasticizer catalysts. We'll do 1024 minus 64. And that will cause us to have more parallels, which means that we're using our energy more efficiently. So currently we're probably overclocking this recipe imperfectly a couple of times. And it's better to use parallels than it is to overclock, always. That is like a thing. Yeah, so you'll see we'll put in the extra catalyst, add the parallels, and the amount that we'll be producing for the same amount of energy will increase. And I guess now that we have that, I can take this out. Oh, and this is why we had 0 redox, because I put it in a chest. Now it's all coming together. We can just put this back into our net, and then I'll clear this. Yes, that is what I wanted to do. I can't shift click the cards out. Oh my god, and I can when I think I can't. Thank you for proving me wrong. You horrible little thing. Oh my god. Alright, we'll let those craft. What were we doing? Compressor? Epic Matter Constrictor. Oh, that's a UIV. We want the UEV one. What the heck? That's probably why we needed Radox, now that I'm thinking about this. Epic Matter Constrictor 1. The fact that I'm programming a pattern for this is a little bit saddening to me, but we're here. This is where we're at. We pop in here, throw this to my big molecular assemblers. Okay, I hate these things. And now we have a crafting pattern for this, and we want 63 of these, and that's free. That's so free. Let's get rid of all the stuff on this. Let's get rid of that. Actually, I think I want to move this a little closer to the process. Let me think about this. Cable. Put a security terminal with a subnet with a storage bus on the input buses and make a remote for the large molecular assembler. That is all English-ish. I don't know how to use the security terminal like that, actually. I've never tried something like that. I would have to do some research on that. Alrighty. That goes in there. Do a little recolor here. It's gonna cause a couple of problems, but we'll live through them. Distilled water, output bus. Okay. Okay. This gets that. Channels are coming through slowly. Little maintenance hatch action. And then I think I need to put the outputs right in the middle and then get that into this network. Green, is it green or is it like some fucked up green? Okay, it's green. What game day is it now? We actually figured this out. Does anyone remember? It was 9 years and 9 days in game today, which is actually kind of an auspicious amount of time. All right, we're busting out the old processing array for this one. All right, where is my compressors? So we put 64 compressors in here. We get UMV wireless energy hatches. Pop these bad boys down here. And let it go. Oh my god, that's so underwhelming. What the fuck? Wait, what? There's no way. This is real. That's so bad. Oh my god. Oh lord. Okay. I'm gonna let it be for now. That's just a travesty right there. How much energy is it using? And max energy income, does it tell me how much energy it's using? 524,000 EU per tick? What? What? Dude, I'm getting ripped off, bro. Getting ripped off. Okay, and another thing we want to do is subnet this output here. This is a storage bus, probably... How did you get in there? What the... Sticky carded with mincemeat up here. And then... ME output bus, 33 million. Pop that in there. Oh, I love this. Oh, what the? How did you get in there? No. Wait, what? Did that just delete all the mincemeat? Am I insane, chat? Oh, maybe it's like... Maybe it's eating mincemeat right now. Okay. And this... And then we subnet the output here. in the most cursed way humanly possible. Of course, it includes a neutronium energy cell, because why not? All right, all of that should work. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Oh my god. We're block of flesh limited. Oh my gosh. Hello, chat. At what stage can I stop mining for R's and start generating them? I would say if you get meteors online, which I do have a guide for, you can get them in LUV. And that's probably when I stopped mining. I played very like personal dimension heavy. And then the other answer is once you get to UHV, you can space mine with space elevators. So yeah, once you get to LUV, you're good. You're golden. You don't even need to put mining machines out very often anymore, although it will help you for some stuff. But yeah, this is what does mining for me right now. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's quite a ways away. ZPM, oh, it's a tier later on. LUV, so here's all the tiers. Yeah, let's see. We got LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, LUV, which is tier 6. That's about when you can get Blood Magic really happy. Just checking back in, how's the grind going? I'm doing really well, actually. I'm pretty happy. We've got agar going. We've got agar going. Agar. I should probably give it a better storage cell. Cell. Singularity cell. Sing cell. There we go. Sticky card. Pop that on. And then I'll just throw an IO port here, as well as some cards. Okay, chat, I think we're gonna just about wrap up for the night. I'm very happy with progress. We got Agar back online in the most cursed way possible. I'll probably fix this because this is like, that's like physically hurting me. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably slower than just using single blocks, frankly. But yeah. We did a lot today. We did a whole lot today. Let's go into shader mode and check this all out. I'll take screenshots of this. We'll do this together. We'll walk through it together. Hello, Acid Lemon. How's it going? You're saying, oh, I heard there's Universal 2.0 coming in 2.8. What changes? There's a couple of things. There's a couple of like things about how IO ports are working that are changing, and covers are getting updated to be able to run every tick, so they can update. Like item detector covers specifically were pretty big, and they only previously ran at 5 ticks per cycle. So that's another thing that's getting updated. The pack is still updating, actually, Pocket Medic. I am working on the pack. I am part of it. I just dev'd a soundtrack for it, so I'm very proud of that. So there's 3 new soundtracks. One of them is a menu theme, and I'm also working on tier rank up themes, which are getting implemented by Dibby Dota today. A wonderful dev that I've been working with. All right, so these are our AALs that I worked on my own. These do explicitly Pico circuits and quantum circuits, and they do them blindingly fast. And I just made them all dedicated. So these do the quantums, these do the picos. Those are UMV and UXV tier circuits. What else did we do? We did dtpfs today, which is also huge. I don't even know if I can get a picture of all this. Okay, this is a good pic. Oh yeah. All right, that's a good one. Night is being Odyssey dev the whole pack. Yeah, I dev the whole pack. Actually, I think that's a good picture. So we added a bunch more DTPFs, like a second half of DTPFs over here. That's another thing we added. We worked on our QFT area. I guess I can take a little pic of this. It's kind of a work in progress, the building. We like that. And yeah, we finished the fusion area. I don't even know if there's a good way to take a picture of all three of these hallways, but let's see if there's that like above board. I kind of like that. That kind of shows off what's going on. So there's our 54 compact fusions. We do need to upgrade these to compact 5, but we'll get to that at some point. And I think I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, we also got to take a picture of the agar line, obviously. Look at that. Beautiful. So, thank you for joining me today. It was a lovely little stream. I enjoyed hearing from everyone and seeing everyone. Your world is insane. How many million hours is this? This is around 2,000 hours at this point. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I have this cough that is just killing me. Minutes played. 1650 for me and 400 for Leaf, who dropped out really early in the game. And yeah, we are approaching the end soon, and I am very glad to be doing it with all of you. So, without further ado, let's go find somebody to raid, which I think is very important. I'm gonna skip this song real quick. Oh, yes. And yeah, well, I'll say my normal stuff that I always say. You know this pack is insane when 400 hours is early? That is true. This pack is a little bit insane. You need to be a little bit insane to like this pack, I think, but it's very lovely. So we've got Voidbound 2, which is a new one, and we've got Physsia. I have heard of Physsia. Blood Magic Rabbit Holes. I think we should give Voidbound a chance. I have never seen Voidbound before, so let's go give a new raid to Voidbound. And in the meantime, the normal stuff, be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can, no matter what that is, and I promise it will be enough. And yeah, keep doing your thing, and do it as well as you can, and just, yeah, make progress, and record the progress that you're making. Like, I can't tell you how awesome it feels to see that the music that I have made is being put somewhere like this pack, and I'm very honored that it is. So that's all the advice I have. And thank you for tuning in today. Let's go give this raid, give so much love to Voidbound for us, for me, and yeah, peace everybody. Raiding now.